All right, folks, thanks for joining us today. We're going to have a roundtable discussion on why people are switching to voice over IP, from the carrier level to manufacturers and benefits of the customer level and things of that nature. So, let's look at it first from a carrier perspective. We see a lot of people switching over to IP or running fiber for their connections or phone service today from that level, because the older analog lines are, they're getting old, they're high cost to maintain.
Well, they're very expensive to install. In fact, Jeremy, this is a 100-pair cable that it's all over the ground from AT&T years and years ago. And so this is, like I said, 100 pair. So originally this would have been 100 phone lines, or I think you told me earlier, equivalent of a 75 meg connection with this big cable here. Or we've got this little bitty pair of fiber right here that will run at 10 gig, depending on the distance, which obviously is like 50 of these.
Right, and voice as well.
And voice as well, that's right. So
it
makes so much more sense to look at the new technology in fiber rather than it does to keep putting copper in the ground.
Absolutely.
One of the other things too is audio quality. Audio quality on analog lines is deteriorating as the copper does. Audio quality on VoIP, if the connection is good, is actually better than the traditional audio, because you're actually getting a wider spectrum, and it's much cleaner. You don't have the interference, you don't have the static.
That's right, yeah. And the fiber is a lot faster, as well. But you're right that with the deterioration of it, you're going to be getting those breaks and
the hums and the pops.
Right, exactly. And
the hums and the pops. How about the mamas?
Anybody that's ever seen AT&T on the side of the road with their box open with all the phone wires coming in, and this has about 1,000 pairs of these wires spread out everywhere in a big rat's nest, and they're trying to look at what's what. And
or you can go to the new ones we put together, and it's a nice clean patch panel. You just plug it in. That's
absolutely.
Well, and also, we've heard those rumors that the carriers, AT&T and so forth, are going to be doing away with the analog lines for that very reason, because of the expense of maintaining the circuitry and so forth.
Yeah, and in that scenario, you're actually switching to VoIP, and then they're delivering it as an analog. So if you're already switching to VoIP anyway, what's the difference?
When they deliver it to your building.
Creature comfort.
Yep.
Yeah, they're doing that because your old phone system can't handle voice over IP, so they're actually having to put a gateway in place because they're bringing in an IP, switching it to PRI or analog lines, and then switching it that way.
Most people don't even realize that that's happening.
That's right. Yeah.